attributes his success going from an average ball player to a very good ball player to a great ball player to the fact that I was constantly on his case about mental training, mental ability. In the game of baseball, there are a ton of failures, and you as a player are going to have a ton of failures. So how do you deal with those failures? How do you do it? Well, you have to be mentally strong. You have to be someone that can blow things off and flush them out of your system in order to succeed and relax and visualize and grow in the specific endeavor that you're trying to do, whether it's hitting, throwing, fielding. Okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to give each other some room. This may sound strange. You can take a look at some of my videos online where I have guys lying down in the grass before a game. We did this when I was at Cal State Dominguez Hills. This was done at Long Beach State when I was over there running showcase camps for them. I used to watch Ken Ravizza do some of his mental training methodologies. And what we're going to do before every game, we're going to take 10 to 15 minutes before the game. You're going to have to devote some time to doing this. And you're going to lie down in the grass, and I'm going to teach you how to breathe. That breathing technique is called diaphragmatic breathing. Okay, you're going to breathe from your diaphragm. So right now, as you're sitting there, I want everybody just to take a deep breath, belly breath from here. I want you to hold it and blow it out. I want you to do it again. Take that deep diaphragmatic breath and blow it out. One more time, deep diaphragmatic breath and blow it out. What do you feel after you do that? Anybody feel anything? Do you feel a warm sensation? Do you feel yourself relax a little bit? That's the purpose of that breath. Okay, so now what I want you to do, you're going to lie down. So make room between each other, lie down in the grass. You're going to close your eyes. Do not fall asleep right now. This is not nappy time, okay? Legs got to be straight out. Hands got to be down at your side. Hands down at your side, okay? Fingers nice and loose. What we're going to do now is we're going to learn how to do those 3 breaths, those diaphragmatic breaths, and then what we're going to do is we're going to isolate our body parts, and we're going to start activating our body parts, okay? So I'm going to teach you how to feel each part of your body and get each part of your body relaxed and ready to go throughout the game. You're going to be able to do this if you've taken a bad swing. You're going to be able to do this if you've made an error. You're going to be able to do this standing up. But we're going to learn how to do it right now. And what I want you to do, I want you to take that deep belly breath right now. And hold it. And blow it out. I want you to take another deep belly breath. Hold it. And blow it out. Blow it out of your mouth. Take another deep belly breath. Hold it. And blow it out. Put your feet straight, please. I want everybody's feet straight. Okay? Now what we're going to do is I'm going to have you isolate. I want you to start using your mind, because hitting and fielding and throwing is a large portion, probably 90%, it's mental. Once we teach you the fundamentals on how to do things properly, then the rest is it's mental. How do we get our minds to get our bodies to work the proper way? So what I want you to do, deep belly breath, hold it, blow it out, and now I want you to concentrate on your toes. I want everybody to think about their toes, and I want you to feel your toes, and I want you to feel your toes get pins and needles. I want your mind to make your toes right now feel pins and needles. So relax, feel your toes, and take a deep belly breath, and blow it out. Now what I want you to do, I want you to come up with your mind. I want you to feel your calves. What we're doing is we're activating your body. Head down, feel your calves, feel them touching the ground. So what we're doing is we're using our mind to activate our body and to relax. Feel your calves touching the ground. Take a deep belly breath and hold it. Blow it out. I want you to come up to your glutes. That's your butt. Come up to your glutes, and I want you to feel your glutes touching the ground. I want you to feel them melt into the ground. Melt into the ground. I'm relaxing you before the game, before you're ready to go to war. Okay, so take a deep breath, hold it, and relax. I want you to come up to the scaps. That's the muscle between your shoulder blades. I want you to go up to your scaps. I want you to feel them touching the ground. I want you to activate them, feel them touching the ground. I want you to be relaxed. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Blow it out. Now what I want you to do, I want you to come down to your fingertips. Come down to your fingertips. Your fingers are so relaxed right now, but you're going to feel them really get numb. I want pins and needles in your fingertips. I want you to take a deep breath. Hold it. Blow it out. Stay in your fingertips. Feel your fingertips getting numb. Your mind is activating your body. You can feel your fingertips right now. Now what I want you to do is I want you to come up. I want you to come up to your chin. I want you to take a deep breath. Blow it out. And I want you to feel your chin. Make your mind isolate to your chin. And I want you to work your way up to your lips. Feel your lips totally relaxed. Feel your lips. Take a deep breath. Blow it out. I want you to come up to your forehead. I want you to feel your forehead in between your eyebrows. Feel your forehead. Feel it? Your mind is doing this. Take a deep breath. Blow it out. And now what I want you to do, I want you to go inside your mind. I want you to go inside your mind if you're a pitcher. I want you to visualize. I want you now to see yourself throwing the perfect pitch, whatever it is, if it's your slider, if it's your fastball, if it's a location. If you're a fielder making the perfect play, you can do a whole bunch of these mental imagery drills. If you're a batter, I want you to see the perfect swing with your front elbow wedge, with your hand staying inside the ball. Take a deep breath. I want you to visualize feeling yourself, seeing yourself, the perfect trigger, the perfect foot plant, the perfect back foot and back hip into the ball. Take a deep breath. Hold it. And relax. And I want you to feel it. I want you to see it. Now, what I want you to do is I want you in your mind right now, I want you to say, in your mind, I'm the greatest hitter of all time. I'm the greatest hitter of all time. I want you to feel that. I want you to see your swing. If you're visualizing your swing right now, which is what I recommend it. I'm going to tell you, I did a study, and you can hear my voice, but you're still doing your visualization. You can hear my voice. I did this at Cal State Dominguez Hills. We crushed the ball. We hit 79 home runs that year. From a year before, we hit only 14 home runs with a different hitting coach. A lot of home runs. Same guys. Actually, less guys. And we drove gap to gap. I want you to visualize that ball coming off your bat on the sweet spot of your bat. Understand something. We're going to be training with wood a lot. But when it comes to swinging with that aluminum bat, the ball's going to explode off our bat. I want you to see it. I want you to feel it. I want you to visualize that ball jumping off your bat. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Blow it out. This is really important. Mental training is so important because it's going to add 20, 30, 40 points to your batting average. You have to believe, because this is a process and it really does work. When I have former students saying your mental training is the reason why I went on to play minor league baseball and pro baseball, I'm telling you guys, it works. It works. If you are relaxed and you are someone that has the confidence, because what are you saying right now? I'm the greatest hitter of all time. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Blow it out. If you're a pitcher, I can hit my spots at will. You're going to think that way. I can hit my spots at will. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. When we miss our spots, it's mental. It's usually not mechanical, especially at this level. And if it is mechanical, we'll fix that, but then you've got to get past your mind. Take a deep breath. Visualize throwing your strikes. If you're a catcher, visualize blocking the ball and recovering and throwing the guy out at picking him off at first base or throwing him out at second base. Visualize. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Blow it out. So mental training is very, very simple. However, it's not simple. It is something that is never worked on. It's never practiced, and it's something that needs to be practiced every single day. You go home, you're lying in bed, do your mental training. Do your visualization. We call that positive visualization. It's positive reinforcement. That positive reinforcement is going to win you championships. If you can believe and see yourself doing it with the effort that you put in practice, it's going to happen in the game, I'm telling you. I've seen it happen. I've had the opportunity to be part of a lot of winning programs. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Blow it out. Understand something. You don't necessarily have to be the most perfect athlete in the world. If you have the effort and you have the proper mind, the proper ability to see yourself doing things right, you will succeed. Understand, you make a mistake, you go to this space. If you make a mistake, you take that deep breath, you blow it out. We call that flushing it out. We then close our eyes, visualize. You'll see batters in the big leagues close their eyes. They'll take a deep breath. They'll have their bat in front. They'll open their eyes. They'll look at their bat. What they're doing when they're doing that is they are visualizing their next swing, their next plan of attack, their perfect swing. They're seeing their perfect swing. Same thing. Pitcher makes a bad pitch. Guy hits a home run. Pitcher will turn around to the outfield, and he'll go to what's called a focal point. That's someplace on the field that he has identified at every field in the big leagues, every college field you're playing on, before the game. He takes his deep breath. He closes his eyes. He looks at that spot. He visualizes throwing the perfect pitch, whether it's a breaking ball, whether it's a fastball up and in. He sees it. He relaxes. He knows how to get the job done because he believes, because he's just done it in his mind. Doing it in your mind. There's studies that show that if you miss a batting practice and you sit there and you do a half an hour of visualization, you've just done your batting practice. Now, I don't want you to miss batting practice. I want you to be at batting practice, and I want you to add on top of that the ability, your own ability, teach yourself how to see the perfect pitch and crush that pitch. Because you all have a special pitch. You all have a pitch that you can crush. You have to know that pitch. And what we're going to do in the cage is we're going to identify what that pitch is. But you're going to visualize it here. You already know what that pitch is. I want you to right now breathe and visualize it. See that pitch that you're going to crush? See that ball hitting the sweet spot on your bat and seeing that ball go as the furthest you've ever hit. Now understand, a lot of that also has to deal with you getting yourself in the gym, and that's going to happen with most of you, and what's going to happen in this program. But if it's not happening early in the program, you do it on your own. Because becoming a great baseball player is effort, maximum effort. Just like there is in the classroom. I want you right now to take a deep breath. And I want you to let it out. Okay, and relax. And now from this point on, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually have you stand up. And I'm going to have you, if you're a pitcher, you're going to stand up in your pitching form. If you're a batter, you're going to be in your stance with your bat. You're just going to be in your stance, and you're going to have your eyes closed. So I want everybody to make some space. I want you to stand up. If you're an infielder and you're thinking about fielding, you're going to get in your fielding position. You're going to think about it. You're going to breathe. And we'll talk with fielding a thing called the circle of concentration. When you step into your circle, you're doing the same basic thing. Right before every pitch, you're stepping into your circle, take a deep breath, and you're visualizing the ball coming to you. Okay? So, batter's in your batting stance, pitcher is on the mound like you're pitching. Okay? And what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a deep diaphragmatic breath. If you're a batter, maybe you just popped up on the ball. It just went foul, you didn't take a good swing, you got jammed, you were foul, it was a foul ball. But now what you're going to do is you're going to revisualize it. 1 foot out of the box. Feet are somewhat as wide as when you're in the batter's box. You're going to breathe, hold it, blow it out, and see yourself crushing the ball. If you're a pitcher, you're doing the same thing. Pitchers, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to turn like you're turning toward the outfield fence. You're going to take a deep breath. You're going to visualize throwing your perfect pitch. This might have been after a home run or something happened. Okay? Ready? Take a deep breath, diaphragmatic breath. Close your eyes, visualize whatever you're trying to visualize. And see it in your mind. You blow it out. I don't want anybody passing out. Okay? Alright, now get into your batting stance. Get into your pitching stance. What I want you now to do, if you're a fielder, what you're going to do, you're going to step into your circle with your right foot and then your left foot. And you're going to visualize, and then you're going to go right foot, left foot field. If you're a pitcher, you're going to actually breathe, see it, and then do your pitching motion. If you're a batter, what you're going to do is you're going to 1 foot out, breathe, visualize, step in, and you're going to take that swing. Okay? Ready? Let's do it. You're on your own. Breathe. Blow it out. Do your thing. Repeat it 9 more times. Understand, when we get to season, we will actually do this without bats and then with bats. We will only take 15 minutes. You'll all be on your own programs. Pitchers will be with pitchers. Batters will be with batters. Guys that want to emphasize their fielding will be with fielders over to the side. This is normally when the other team is doing their infield, outfield. We'll have coaches looking at tendencies. But we'll be with you getting your mental game on. Once you're done with your 10, total 10, stand, hands at your side. Okay, you're done, walk up closer to me. Good, 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 good. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that I've worked with a lot of guys over the years. I've got hundreds of guys that have gone on to play professional ball. I've got 40 that have gone on to play Major League Baseball. I have 2,000 or more that have gone on to play college baseball. It's unbelievable. I've got kids who, honestly, they were counted out by everybody. They're not that good. They didn't make their Little League All-Star team. It's amazing if you think back at all the kids that were on your Little League All-Star team or your travel team when you were 12 and your perfect game and all of that stuff. It's amazing how many of those guys are not playing baseball today, isn't it? I know you know. You see it, and you're still going. So you have something in your heart that's made you stronger and tougher. And you've kept going. Because we start this season, we start every year, there's I don't even know what it is. It's like, 20 million kids play Little League. And then it narrows down to high school baseball. High school baseball, you have, I saw a number, I think it's like 20,000. And then college baseball, it's only a couple thousand. That's amazing. You guys went from here to here to here. You guys had something. So you need to channel that. Now you guys are all a family over here. You're a family. And I'm going to tell you this mental part of this game, yeah, you might be competing for the same spot. You're all going to get playing time. If you work hard, you're all going to play. You'll get platooned and you'll play. You'll have opportunities. You have to hustle. You have to have the right mindset. If you strike out, you cannot go in the dugout. You cannot throw your helmet down and get crazy. You have to go to your mental game. You have to take that breath. You have to be able to visualize you doing something great. I want right now everybody to come up with a mantra, your own mantra, and I want you to write it. You're going to write it down. And you're in that. By the way, in the group band, if you're not in the group band, you're in trouble. Get yourself in that band. You were sent a link. What I want you to do, I want you to write your mantra down. Your defensive mantra, your offensive mantra. You're going to send it in a private note to me. Okay? And I'll forward it to the coach. You can send it to both coaches. Okay? Or all coaches. I don't care. If you want to put it in the group band, put it in the group band. That means I'm the hardest working player. I am a beast on the field. Whatever it is, come up with something that you're going to do every single game. Before you get out there, I am better than that other team. I am going to show them that I am the best baseball player around. I am going to work hard. I'm going to hustle no matter what. I'm going to be the guy today. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but you keep doing it. And eventually, it becomes something that becomes you, and it becomes second nature. Mental training is all about controlling you, controlling your emotions. Those that control their emotions and take their physicality that they've worked on and have developed, those are the guys that are going to perform on the field. And we could have a whole team of 34 guys that perform on the field if we all do this and we all train hard. And I know we can do it. When I was at Dominguez Hills, we were supposed to come last in the state. We were ranked last in the country. We ended up second in the state, losing only to Cal Poly Pomona in the finals. Every place I've been, I went over to Mayfair High School, same thing. We did mental training. At Mayfair High School, we were supposed to be the worst. We ended up winning league 3 out of 4 years. Went to CAF 4 times. Should have won it 4 times. Guys need to know this. I coached softball too. Okay? Took over Compton College softball, the worst probably softball program in the world. There's nobody that plays softball in Compton. But yet, our mental training, 2 years ago, we ended up with 454 hits with a bunch of players that never played. How's that possible? You ever see the softball players in California? They can play. And we were amazing. We could hit. That was all mental training. Last year, 350 hits. Not very mentally tough squad, but better than they've ever done in the past. Because it's right up here. That's where it comes from. It comes from here to here. If you have this and you have that, and you work your butt off, you will be great. And that's my message for you. And we're going to do this. And when we're over at the cage, there's going to be guys working on their visualization when you're hitting. So you're going to have 3 things going on in the cage. And I'll explain more when we're over in the cage. Okay? But this is the biggest part of our hitting program. Part of my master's thesis, I have 2 masters, one in exercise science, one in athletic administration. Part of my master's thesis was on mental training. I did a study at Cal State Dominguez Hills. That study took 6 random guys. Those 6 random guys led the team in hitting and ended up being starters. By 3/4 of the season through, other guys were like, I want to be in your hitting program. Well, I'm doing a study, I can't allow you in there. But okay, I'll let you in there. So I let him in, I cut the study off. Next thing you know, we're beating everybody and we're in the playoffs. We weren't supposed to be in the playoffs, we just went on a roll. And I'm telling you, it was the mental toughness that we all developed. And you can do this quick. It's all about your mind and your heart. We're good. Okay?